A spotted dove once sought shelter from the rain on a young woman's windowsill. Yet the refuge proved inadequate, as the cold rain continued to beat relentlessly against its fragile body. Moved by compassion, the kind-hearted girl promptly placed a book above it to shield it from the wind and rain. She assumed the bird would leave the next day, but to her surprise, it remained and even began building a nest in one of her flower pots. Perhaps sensing her kindness, the dove chose to settle in this place that felt safe and secure. Noticing how rudimentary the nest was, the girl carefully decorated and improved it before relocating it to her balcony. The intelligent dove followed her and appeared pleasantly surprised by its new, cozy home. It soon began weaving twigs to complete the nest, and once finished, rested contentedly inside. Tilting its head, it seemed almost as if it were expressing gratitude for the girl's care and generosity. The girl brought food from her home, and the little dove would cautiously approach before eagerly eating. When she gently tried to stroke it, the bird showed no resistance, though at times it would shyly bury its head among the petals, seemingly bashful in response to her tender touch. Under her attentive care, the dove gradually grew comfortable and fully settled into its new environment. One morning, the girl discovered another dove on the balcony. Observing their affectionate behavior, she realized the first dove had brought its mate along. She began feeding both birds regularly, and their presence filled her life with joy. Soon after, she noticed 2 eggs in the nest. Determined to help, she took on the role of a devoted caretaker, providing nutritious grains each day so the parents could focus on incubation. The mother dove spent her days sitting on the eggs, while the father occasionally stood guard or took turns incubating. Having developed deep trust in the girl, the doves even allowed her to check on the eggs. Before long, the long-awaited day arrived. The chicks began to hatch. The girl watched excitedly as the first chick emerged, wriggling in its mother's embrace with an adorably awkward appearance that she found endearing. The second chick soon followed into the world. Seeing the 2 helpless hatchlings, the girl increased her care, ensuring the parent birds had ample nourishment to raise their young. She grew especially fond of the chicks, often observing them closely. The parent doves remained calm, as if they recognized her as a trusted member of their family. Whenever the parents were away, the girl would lovingly look after the chicks, playing with them and gently caring for them. The little ones, in turn, seemed to adore her, allowing her to stroke their heads freely. Under her care, the chicks grew rapidly, soon nearly as large as their mother, though they still relied on their parents. The girl continued to assist with feeding until their wings were strong enough for independence. Watching this warm and harmonious family, her heart was filled with comfort and fulfillment. She had never imagined that a dove seeking shelter from the rain would come to trust her so deeply. That unconditional trust became like a gentle ray of morning light, illuminating her once lonely life. Now, her balcony echoed with the soft cooing of the doves, bringing her a rare sense of peace and tenderness amid the bustle of city life.